One, this is GMS New Orleans, coming at you with a lot of blessings, as we always do. We start off by giving infinite honors and praise. Once again, double honors to the hills apostles of GMS, peace, blessings, and salutation. Once again to the hopeful elect, right? We're just gonna get into trade problems, man. What's going on, sign the times, right? The main thing, if you can, brother, go on the chat, get that situation that one of the guys talking about World War III, right? Yeah, because what a lot of people don't know, just by the United States giving Ukraine those missiles, all right, that's an act of war, man. All right, it's kind of like anything that you see out here in the neighborhoods on the block, right? You supplying a guy, you shut a guy down, and you do something to a guy, then his friend or somebody comes to help him out, and you give them weapons to come fight me. So that's an act of war, man. All right, and not only the weapons you gave him, he immediately started using them and started getting a somewhat of an edge on the war, man. So that means I gotta get you too. All right, and that's what's happening. That what happened. It was Tuesday.
Yeah. Monday.
Monday and Tuesday. Yeah.
And then Tuesday they used missiles they got from Britain.
Yeah. So this thing heating up, man. All right. This thing is really heating up, and then, like I said, in these past couple of days, that's all you've been hearing. Not everybody's on alarm, and like a couple of people I know around my family, or if my family that's in the army, they all alarmed now because of Putin. Putin said he's going nuclear, man. All right.
If I can say too, he used the ICBM. It wasn't nuclear. He used the actual intercontinental ballistic missile, man. So you know it's coming next.
Yeah, and like I said, this is me speaking as a man. Somebody's gonna in these next couple of days, months, somebody's gonna get nuked. Whether that's the gutter rats, whether that's Ukraine itself, man. Somebody gonna get a pocket nuke or something. All right, and then like I said, from there we're gonna see all the sides everybody gonna form their sides to go into war. Somebody give me Joel 3.
I'm holding that.
Go ahead.
God, if I could say real quick, that Deagle website that came out a couple of years ago said that by 2025, damn near 80% of the U.S. population would be deleted.
35.
And that came out like 2014.
Say that again.
The Deagle website that came out between 2011 to 2014 said that by 2025 or in 2025, about 80, maybe even 90% of the U.S. population would be deleted. And the highest casualties would be in the U.S., the U.K., and Germany.
Yeah, because hey man, we always through much study and much understanding of what's going on, we come to the conclusion through facts that anything that happens within America does it itself. And America's going to attack itself in order to attack someone else. And that's going to be a lot of casualties, a lot of you people going to die, man, right over here in America. All right, they're gonna say who? Iran did it. I mean, they're the biggest enemies right now. They're the biggest people to point the finger at.
It's always been a boogeyman.
Yeah, always. Same thing happened for Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor was an inside job. 9/11 was an inside job.
Vietnam.
Yeah, Vietnam was another inside job, man. Right?
World War I.
Yeah, that's what these devils do.
Yeah,
They fool you masses into believing that they're being attacked, or your freedom, or your day-to-day life is being interrupted, and it's used as a recruiting tool to get you you young men to sign up, because that's what happened for 9/11. All the teacher, all these people, they want to sign up. They ain't gonna do that shit. They want to sign up. Yeah, you about to say?
No, I was watching that Brothers got Netflix. I was at 9/11. What really happened? They had worship. Everybody just playing this role that like he was somewhere in the school teaching when it was all going on. It was all orchestrated and set up. But like the brother said, it's propaganda, man.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
And like I said, they always had their hand in the part of doing the attack and while they was being attacked, man. Right? All this shit is in play. Even with Pearl Harbor, ain't no fucking way. They got many stories out there that say ain't no fucking way a bunch of Japs flew a plane from Japan past Hawaii, all the way inside and attack some shit without you knowing. While y'all actually had ships going
That's right.
the opposite way, man.
That's right.
I even, like I say, so crazy. You even learn that shit in school. They teach you some, it's schools. They tell you what they're going to tell you. But this devil controls both sides of the war. Go ahead.
I was just gonna,
Nah, go ahead. You got it.
I'm picking up these two.
two different things, you know. For one, they said the US already cracked Japan's radio transmissions and cracked their codes on their signals, so they would have known any attack
Yeah,
beforehand. And then what they don't tell you is that the US and other countries put sanctions on Japan, but then to get rubber and oil. So when you get back, same thing America does now. They put sanctions on countries and pushes them into a corner where they can do nothing but lash out. And then America has the end.
They were actually putting certain other guys that was in Pearl Harbor. Man, they were saying that was just planes attacking them, but they had set explosives on that shit, man. Pulling the shit up yourself. All right? But like I said, you dealing with the devil. This devil he's gonna attack within too. From on the home front side, with these migrants, and on the bigger scale, they're gonna do what they're gonna do to the mass of you people. None of terrorist attack gonna happen in America, man, whether you like it or not. Right? Whether you like it or not, it's gonna happen. Right? What you about to say now?
Was declared during that time. He said when the planes was coming, he said the first one was an accident, the second one was intentional, and the third declared war. So those planes that was in the buildings, the trade centers, he basically declared in so many words, this an act of war.
Right.
You know, he declared it out his own.
Yeah, but then back then, it's been so long since 2000. It's so crazy. I remember when I was just getting the truth on that. You pointed out all types of quote unquote conspiracy theories. They had somebody came out with some hardcore proof, right? Because they was in the airport that day. That same plane that crashed in that field, supposed to go into the Pentagon, that plane actually landed in Cincinnati, Ohio, all right,
I heard
with
that.
all the people on board. Then one of the ladies on there said, "Oh, when I got my brother autopsy report, we wanted to go see him. He had a fucking hole in the back of his head. He was burned up. But the actual plane with all the people on board landed in the airport with them getting off the plane. That's what they Yeah, that's what happened. But you're dealing with the devil, man. Right? We can only imagine what he's finna do. What he's finna do now, right?
You see him coming down with great rat, huh?
Right.
He got all kinds of shit coming.
Somebody give me that Joel.
Book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near.
Right. And like I said, that's what these nations practically have done. All right, for us on the other side of the world. Right? On the other side of the world, them nations are prepared for war. Right? Everybody, you seen that deal that was made through Russia, what is it, BRICS? That whole deal of the exchanging of currencies, the money, everybody picked their sides. Then when Russia went with their move and went into Ukraine, all right, that sparked what? That sparked interest from I think what is it, Poland? The one that part of NATO right there by Poland. Poland wanted to get in, then Poland wanted to get out, and then be a part of certain people that wanted to be a part of NATO.
Sweden and Finland.
Sweden and Finland, and guess what? Putin put his hand down on that shit. Right? So everybody pick their sides up, man. All the thing they're waiting on now, and not I can't forget, you got the Confederates. They water spoke out over there. All right? So we full-fledged, you might as well say this is you had the starting line. Everybody then clearly crossed over the starting line. It's World War III, man. All right? It's World War III. But go ahead, give me that. I want to bring out a little bit more of that. I want to bring out a scripture first before we kind of keep going. We're kind of talking.
Let all the men of war draw near, let them come up.
Yeah, they want to come up for what? World War III, all right? In the Valley of Jehoshaphat, which we go into time and time again. Different brothers, bring out geopolitics, bring out articles, bring out the scriptures, mainly, in the book of Joel, telling you the region and the place where World War III is gonna be fought.
2022.
Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 10, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong.
You're seeing that now. You're seeing that the weak nation that was considered nobodies of the world, now they're strong. Via Russia. Russia has been going around the whole world making deals, giving people uranium rods, giving people ammunition, guns. All right, telling them, hey man, stop doing it. Whatever the fuck y'all doing, y'all making iPhones and shit, man. Get some bullets, get some soldiers, get some you know, it's gears and missiles and shit, man. Because they can already foresee war coming. All right, go ahead.
Verse 10, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears.
Yep.
Let the weak say I am strong. Verse 11, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen.
Yeah, all you heathen, assemble yourselves, man. All right, and like I said, the big assembly is happening what? Around that region of Saudi Arabia. You got port, man, if you boneheads over here only knew all them fucking warships and submarines centered, all them submarines and warships are centered around what? That same region, really around the region of Saudi Arabia and something around
Persian Gulf.
Persian Gulf and Israel, man. If you only knew. Okay? Well, bring that up. Hold your point. Bring it up. Would you add something?
Yeah, for sure.
Go ahead.
This Ecclesiastes.
Anybody else got one?
I'm gonna jump to 3, then 8.
Let y'all can get y'all too.
This Ecclesiastes 3. I'm gonna jump to 3 and 8 too. That's the man. To everything there's a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Verse 3. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. Verse 8. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace.
Yeah, and you have everything at their proper time. You have a time of war, a time of peace. But we always know through scriptures, in order to bring peace, you gotta have war first, man. So the peace on earth gonna come through war. Much war, man, much violence, man.
Yeah,
Right.
before peace. It says a time of war, then it's a time of peace.
Yeah, it is a
It's
time
in
of
the
peace.
order. That's in the Bible.
Yeah, you can't unbreak the order. Right?
Scripture's not.
They got that same world. Somebody said, if you want peace, prepare for war.
Yeah.
The war gotta come.
The war gotta come first, man. So whoever think they nuts bigger, talk the biggest shit, you gotta show that shit, man. Yeah. All right, like we always tell you, this war ain't gonna be some long drawn out shit. It's gonna be quick too, man. Right. Right. They're gonna get to pressing them buttons quick, man. Go ahead. Y'all bring y'all two out. Then we're gonna go. Hold that though.
Revelation chapter 11 and verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe come quickly. Yeah. Okay.
Keep the
Basically,
mic
we
back.
already know about the second was World War II. You know, we already know what happened in World War II, and now we have the third war is coming very quickly. You know what I'm saying? War going to destruction. So we see it right now. You know, setting the stage. You know what I'm saying? At the beginning of things are constantly picking up. Things are constantly escalating left and right. So we seeing it right before our eyes. It started.
And after every war,
You
what happened?
You gotta watch that.
Entire landscape of the people in the world changes, man. So it's another imminent change is coming. And that's what war do. War creates change. Right? What Obama campaign kept being about change. Change. It's a greater change.
That's right.
What we looking at?
Transition of power.
It's a transition of power.
Yeah, exactly.
It caused the excess population.
Yeah, like we always go into the scripture talks about it, how talk about that changing of the guard, man. Right? It's from the man that stole and raped, robbed, and murdered everything. He's going to give up his seat. All right? You elites, right? Starting with you Rockefellers, you Rothschilds, you Orsini's, different families, y'all don't give up them fucking seats. Well, y'all don't have shit anyway, man. Y'all got running power. All right, y'all been running that power for this a period of time until it get ripped from you. Right? That's why you've been bullshitting and dragging your ass in the going to World War III. Because like Scripture says in Revelation 12:12, you know that you have but a short time, to rule, right? Because you know once you step your great ass over there in Iran or anywhere in that region, man, it's on. The whole world is gonna explode on that side of the world, man. All right? You thought, like I said, y'all been lying for a long time since what, 2 3 years, 2 years now with the Ukraine war. Man, y'all making it seem because y'all allies with the Ukraine, you making it seem as if y'all only show videos of y'all fucking up Ukraine Russians. But the Russians are running through y'all. I'm talking about they saying a day like 380,000 men dying a day in Ukraine. Bro. Can you imagine it? Yeah,
That's why they shoot people from other countries.
yeah. They got the fucking Northern Kingdom being from Venezuela. They give you niggas fast contracts to go from over here to being over in that war, man.
That's right.
Right? That's what that most of that shit was about too, man. You know, man, Roach said about Roach. You know, this nigga we know that name Roach, he a Venezuelan. Call it nigga. He said he came to New York, and he came down to my he tried to get him signed up to go fight against Russia. I said, man, Russia would have broke you in half, man.
Hey,
Go ahead, go ahead, real fast.
Oh, it kind of bad.
Okay. Well, go ahead with the article. Yeah.
if I could say too, back during Iraq and Afghanistan, when they had illegal Northern Kingdom coming across the border, they get them to join the military, like the Marines and the Army, and then a lot of them were getting shot by Edomite soldiers over there. So
Yeah, that's what they brought half of y'all over here for too. I've been hearing that from a lot of people that rub shoulders. All right, with some higher up people up there. A lot of y'all, you migrants, you niggas from Sudan and all that shit that came over here. They get y'all just like they did the Irish and the Italians. A lot of them when they came over here, they made them sign up right. Immediately when they got over here off the boat, they made them sign up to go to war. So the same thing happening now. Man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, I got two articles from one person from Russia and another from Ukraine from Newsweek.com. Putin ally responds to Biden's Ukraine missile plan. This is already World War III.
Yeah.
And the use of alliance missiles in this way can now be qualified as an attack by the bloc's countries on Russia. Speaking of NATO, Dmitry Medvedev posted on Telegram on Tuesday.
Again, I'm gonna say this too. Even DJ Donald Trump, he's gonna adopt. He's getting ready to adopt a whole nother new problem. Oh, like I say, Sleepy Joe can start some shit right now. He don't have to get out of office, man. Yeah. No, actually.
He still got to link the days.
Yeah, he got a very enough time to start some shit where you boy don't even get in office, man.
Hey, that quote, that Apostle Tahar they brought out at camp by Vladimir Lenin. There are decades where nothing happens, and there are weeks where decades happen.
Yeah, man. Let that marinate on your fucking brain, man. All right. Let that soak in, man. Go ahead.
In this case, the right rises to launch a retaliatory strike with weapons of mass destruction against Kiev and the main NATO facilities, wherever they are.
Because one thing they did, one thing you can totally tell that the U.S. had hands in it with Ukraine. They attacked most of Russia's ammunition facilities, man. All right, so hey, if I get attacked and then I go, because they were looking at Putin, they were showing the shells of the missiles
Yeah, and it was made in the U.S.
made in the U.S.
Yeah,
I mean, you did this shit. You did this shit. It's like when you come to my house and you leave some evidence behind.
You leave
or
your wallet.
You leave your wallet, or you leave a Pepsi can. That bitch said made in America. Who is it? See? But I'm fighting this dude over here from a whole other somewhere else. Though. Nah, man. Yeah, American weapons.
Giving them the weapons to kill my people, I gotta kill you too.
Yeah. It ain't got so nasty to where They doing it. They doing supposedly doing attacks in Russia.
Mhm.
Well off. That's like somebody doing an attack downtown here. Ain't on the outskirts. Most of that shit happens in the outskirts, away from
Right.
the heavy population. They going in there. They going in that bitch now, man. Go ahead. That boy, right?
God, and this is already World War III.
Damn right. This is the time we've been waiting for the men of the Lord, prophets, all right, the apostles, the bishops, right? The men, all right, that's been waiting so long. This is what we've been waiting for, man. And we hope it be televised to the point they, you know, we know in the spirit that it's basically World War III. I'm waiting for them to say it on the TV. Like y'all just say back in it's like y'all did it back in the 50s and shit. Got put it on there. Ooh, shit. You know that stupid ass, stupid ass.
Breaking news.
Yeah. That motherfucker name, Johnny Carson and them type of motherfuckers on TV.
Walter Cronkite.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The second article from nypost.com. Ukraine's former military commander-in-chief delivers chilling message. World War III has begun.
Again, that's on the other side. That's what I told you right before you raised that. I'm gonna read one from what? Russia.
From Russia,
Then I'm gonna read another one from
Ukraine.
Ukraine.
Kiev's former military commander-in-chief, Valery Zaluzny, said the direct involvement of Russian allies in Ukraine means that World War III has officially begun.
Yeah, man.
I believe that.
Buckle up. You better buckle up.
God,
Like I said, it's like we know that's happening. We also know that the draft is coming.
that's right.
Something out here is gonna cause the draft. All you guys, what they say, 18?
26.
18 and 26. And in some cases, if you get real nasty, to 47.
See?
All right.
Don't
Right.
forget the women.
And you women, you transformers, all right? You Mikey Dykes, you bitches gone, man.
That's it.
You gone. Don't give a fuck. You look like Manny Fresh. You going your fucking ass on your ass on that goddamn boy 757.
I'm just saying, I won't
You gonna jump your ass on it?
I'm just saying, I won't cheat.
Yeah, you gonna. Hey, don't worry about it. He'll give you about 2 more sports bras to put on.
That's it.
Roll your ass over there,
Yo,
man.
man.
No, man.
Be strong and independent.
Yeah.
Fight for it.
Yeah. You know, Russians ain't gonna. You think them Israelites fishing? Them Russians.
Right.
They eat
stuff, right?
They're like, oh, them Edomites, they got ancient Edomite spirit, man.
Petra's fear.
They wrong with it.
Oh, rough.
I seen some shit. I seen some shit with the Russians, but them niggas. Not only that, other thing I showed them playing the dead body. I seen another choke the dead, slap the dead body. Just threw him down. Talking shit. They were smoking the cigarette over, man.
Different type of Edomite.
That's it.
Pluck the cigarettes over.
They tell me.
And in World War II, then what the Russian Edomites were doing to them German Edomites is that they were going into, mausoleums and raping dead bodies. Like,
Yeah.
that's what you're dealing with.
That's the same. Homeless were doing that too. They would get you on the battlefield and then forcibly sodomite.
You all broke up, man.
Sound part of it.
When you split open, they split you open again.
That's right, man. Yeah. That's what you gotta look for when you get deported. You get that. You get drafted over there, man. Right, that's what you're looking at on the other side. So mean, rough, tough. Half the bitch about 6'4", 6'5". Big motherfuckers, man. Big bonded, man. Huh?
Don't lunch with you.
I drive.
Yeah, that's what you gotta deal with. And that makes you wrong place.
That livers below zero weather all year round. That's one of them.
Whole punch and say go walk the lake punch and
Yes.
walk the other side. Underwater.
Underwater.
Walk by that bitch.
Walk that shit coming up.
This nigga's wrong. Hey, y'all, hey, man, you know it's that real when the fucking president of their country,
Got her shirt off.
he got his shirt off, getting in the water. Man, somebody get a video of that thing, yeah?
This nigga jumped on the horse. Stand up. And galloped off. She didn't get a sunset.
Bill too. He was over there with the Eagles doing black belt.
Man, somebody get that video of that. That nigga on the radio special, Radio America, dive in the water, rode him a horse.
Yeah.
You can't fuck with
And
that.
he ain't frill, huh? Yeah.
You
He
know,
ain't frill.
yeah, that book.
That little diamond head motherfucker, he built different. That nigga head like a diamond.
Yeah.
That nigga built different like a motherfucker. That nigga built 4 times. Go ahead, brother. That nigga valid like Buddha. I'm gone with it, brother.
Let us make it, please. Let us get out of here.
Turn that bitch up. Turn that bitch up.
The king saw the king. What?
Last year, too.
Yeah, he looked at this. But no. We don't like this. That promise. No, him like this. That's how it's.
Look at that shit, man. Ain't he got? Look at that shit, man. Boy, a dog out here. Zero water, bro.
He likes something. Damn it.
Yeah, you gotta. I think it's a policy in Russia. You got in 8 to 8. You gotta join the army, man.
Con, that's true.
8 all the way up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He straightened the ice with this one.
It's cold as a hole, brother. Look at that shit.
It's hard for you. Hit that bit to her soul. He ain't fucking around. You put that's a man like here. He look like he'll die in the fiercest battle or the what? He'll be in the middle of the with his right line.
He jumped in. Kamala can't do that shit, man. And Sleepy Joe can't do that shit. Half the niggas in the United Army can't do that, man. Weak ass niggas. Y'all got, hey, y'all, it's a laughing stock of the world, man.
Trust me.
Fucking man, tell me shit on himself.
That ain't gonna come up all this hair be channel.
This one.
I just got something for you.
Yeah.
This the book of Matthew, chapter 13 and 17. This is back of what you said.
Yeah, man.
For verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them.
Yeah, what are some of the main things, man? These prophecies, the fulfilling of these scriptures, man. Right, the coming time. Hey, man, we are those men. Because back then, they were told to us, and after the Lord, back then, the Lord, we didn't fully understand. Now that we come back in the reincarnation, these same things that were revealed to us in past time are revealed to us today. Right? And like I said, that's the prophecies, man. That's the opening of this book. We fully understand. It says what many kings, different men in past time are now wishing, hope to know the things we do, man. And like I said, that's how we know, and we say it all the time too, that these different other people, the same way we can say that we those men in the reincarnation, the same way we can say that a lot of these other people today are bad, man. The Nero,
That's right.
Tiberius, Julius, Alexander, these niggas is back, man. All right, Julius Caesar, Alexander the Great, these niggas are back somewhere, man. Doing the same thing. It's probably in somebody loaned it, man. Go ahead.
They that pierce shall see it.
Yeah. So this thing is way bigger. This is a way bigger thing going on than what you think. Okay? Yeah, come on, right?
That was it.
What's that?
I read 17.
Okay, yeah. You got something?
It's the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 13. But go thou thy way till the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of the days.
One more time, so I'll push out. Go ahead.
But go thou thy way till the end be,
Yeah. And then we're in the end right now, man. All right, the last seconds of time, the end of things, all right? What it say?
For thou shalt rest.
Rest meaning Daniel was gonna die for a period of time. That's what rest and sleep in the Bible is synonymous with dying. All right? Because actually that's where you're really sleeping, man. You go into the spirit world to sleep for a time, two to three generations, and you come back down. All right? But it says something even more. But Daniel said, rest, go that way until what?
And stand in thy lot at the end of the day.
And stand in that lot. So Daniel, you're gonna die, you're gonna come back, and then in the end, you're gonna stand in that very same lot, the very same lot that you had, the honor that you had as the man himself, Daniel back then, you're gonna come back. And these times, you're not gonna know who you are. All right, you're not gonna know fully who you are, but you're gonna stand in your lot. You're gonna be doing the same thing you did back then, the same works, right? Preaching and teaching the Bible, teaching of the end times. All right, calling out this devil to his face, man, cursing out our people. And that's what the lot for all of us. We all had that, hey man, we all had our time and our calling. I go into that time and time again. Whether that was like our apostles, whether that was 1995, all right, 1990, 1970, everybody had that time to wake up to this truth. Even brothers today.
I got that verse lot for you, and it reads, it says, choice results. Let me go down some more. It says, share a portion in life in any way which is given by faith, God of destiny. It says meaning. That's the point. That's the point. The first half is the point, I believe. It says,
Share of a portion of life in which share a portion of life in any way that which is given by faith, both sides, destiny. Yeah. And the most high is in control of that. So it was already set up for you to come back in your life. Man.
that's right.
All right, preaching and teaching the Bible, right?
That's your destiny.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. You can do all that you want to do. You can win. You want to be a fucking science doctor, whatever. The Lord's gonna fear your lifestyle, your life to this. It don't matter what you want to do.
You also can't make yourself a prophet.
Yeah, that's another thing. That's the other side of the coin, brother. That's the other side, Because you got guys that try to make themselves prophets. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't fake it. You can't. The one thing about this truth, the spirit on you can't fake the flow. Right. It's gonna expose you, man. Right? You gotta be about the truth. Cold-hearted, man. Well, you have something?
Yeah, I got
Yeah, good.
This is Ephesians 4, verse 1. It says, I therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, beseech you that ye walk worthy of the vocation wherewith ye are called. And I have that word vocation in the etymology. It means a spiritual calling.
Yep.
And all of us, Brother Sil, we have a spiritual calling, within the body of Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, and like you remember that y'all ever seen that video? Probably like 2 years ago, and they had Morgan Freeman's voice about Morgan Freeman's voice, and they said he was telling some truth. He said, man, it don't matter if they're on the other side of the world, these men are they're all one. They're gonna speak the same thing. Everything is gonna merge with it. Read that again.
This is
These
Ephesians 4:1. It says, I therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, beseech you that ye walk worthy of the vocation wherewith ye are called.
And you have a calling, man. Right? No matter what you're doing, right? What type of lifestyle you live, not what. No matter what type of environment you in, cause I ain't want to see the lifestyle. That's they'll jump on that, man.
Daily life.
In the daily life, man. Right? If the Lord destined you to be in this truth, you're gonna get in the truth, man. We're gonna do what we doing. You see, Hey, it's cold for us. We out here in jackets, man. We ain't like, we ain't gotta do, we out here. We out here, man. We out here preaching the Lord, man.
Man, the camera ain't nobody out with it.
Yeah, we in the middle of nowhere in the dark, man.
But this is how we want it. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool with us.
Yeah, I'll take this anything.
Yeah.
That's all we want to do. Yeah. Oh, it's on that front page with the loan. It's my.
Not South Virginia. That's probably it's big. But to add to that, brother, like you said, we got that. We had that. We all got that spiritual calling, but it's on the Lord of who's chosen. And that's why when we call, we diligent to the call. Right? When Baba Bashar, one of y'all brothers could get it, when I think it was Samuel, the Lord called 3 times. But the thing was, which 3 means understanding. It was spiritual that he was calling Samuel, because Samuel was what? Chosen, according to the book of life, right? He's in that book of life. Now, Samuel today is back, all right, doing what? He had adhered to his calling again, right? So it's a what? It's a repeat, rinse, wash, rinse, and repeat. But that spiritual calling is on the Lord of who been chosen. But we respect the calling. The chosen gonna respect the calling. That was made some chosen, man. Y'all that may get called, and they may endure for a time or a season or whatever. But the point is, it ain't about being called, it's about listening and hawking. A lot of men called, they heard it, but they didn't hawk it. They didn't listen, man. They didn't respect the calling, man. You got it?
I ain't got it, but I want to say, like, Lord,
You got that account?
yeah,
Bring that
I
account.
want, like, if we are called, we're not chosen yet.
Yeah. No, the chosen are elected and doing to the end to be saved. But like you said, we call. We don't know if we chosen.
Right.
But we put on as the elect. That's how you put on as the elect. Because the elect is chosen. They was predestined to be chosen.
Right.
But they have to what? They have to be called.
That's right.
That's why Paul always say I was called, and then he said chosen. He don't never say chosen, then called. All right? You got it? Bring it out.
This is 1 Samuel chapter 3.
Yeah, like I said, that's all with the hope of being
The hope.
Cause at the end of the day, too, man, that's that part of this whole thing that make you keep driving on. All right,
Where's the gap?
you don't know. If, like we always said, we knew shit. We won't come out here
For what?
in 40 degrees. I got the memo.
That was good.
Sure, good. But to not know, but hope for that's the precious part of the battle. That's the part of it that you keep striving for. Yeah. Put it up.
Let me just get the point.
Yeah, get the point.
This is 1 Samuel chapter 3.
Then he called him. Go ahead.
It's 1 Samuel chapter 3, verse 7. It says, now Samuel did not yet know the Lord Yahweh, neither was the word of the Lord yet revealed unto him.
So this was what? Prior to us actually, that spirit coming into us, man. Because one thing the elect remember, we remember the spirit, which our education is a spiritual vocation, meaning what's drawn out of us is something we remember. In order for something to be drawn out, it's in you. So it has to be what? Extracted out. All right. So now the calling that came unto us, brothers, at a specific time, it extracted us to what? Be attached to the ministry. Right? To start to detach from the world. But it was a calling. Go ahead.
Verse 8, it says, and the Lord called Samuel again the 3rd time.
He called him a 3rd time, which we understand that 3 is what? Understand. So now at that 3rd time, you can understand. So when we was called, the Lord might have called us at a time. We might have, some brothers ain't go straight way and straight into it. It was just like, man, something right up. Something different. My life is changing. Right? So as the calling start to happen and basically come full circle, you're then what? It ignites your spirit. In other words, it's like a light go on. But at first you might have heard this before and wasn't as intrigued. But then so it could be the same way. That's why I'm just explaining how a man calling can be. Go ahead, brother.
back in verse 8, it says, and the Lord called Samuel again the third time, and he arose and went to Eli and said, here am I.
Yeah.
Thou didst call me, and Eli perceived that the Lord had called the child.
Yeah, because Eli had never was calling Samuel, and Samuel kept saying, was like, Father, Father, you call me.
Yeah.
Here I am. And he like, look, if this happened a third time, that's the Lord. Because our people was in tune at the time. Samuel was a seer. Yeah, he gonna say he was a seer, which is different. The Lord was dealing with them, Lord said in a way, a seer and a prophet are, liking it to the same, but at that time, it was different. All right, a little different.
Verse 9, it says, therefore Eli said to Samuel,
More hands-on to see. Go ahead.
go lie down, and it shall be, if he call thee, that thou shalt say, speak, Lord, for thy servant hear it.
Yeah, now what this goes with, this goal would go out and beg them and call them what? To the marriage or the invitation.
To the marriage.
Right? So now when we was called, we had a supper to attend. We had to come with the attire. Meaning what? We had to learn to call it. We had to learn what the invitation was about, man. And then you what? You work until hopefully you the elect or you chosen. Right? But you ain't chosen unless you get to that supper. Like you say, unless you endure and remain to the end in the Lord save you.
Yes.
So that's what the calling about. The calling trying to get you into the that invitation or that or to the party, and then at the party your name gotta get called. Oh, but you gotta get crossed. Wait, and get you to a seat at that table or that supper, man. Because some men got called and he said, what? You ain't got the right attire. Yeah, or go out and get the ones, because the ones they ain't here yet. Everybody's not here yet. They're not here yet. And then the actual feast can't start until all the men have furnished the actual the set. Right? Get Proverbs 9. Get Proverbs 9 from the top. All right, go ahead. That's it.
I got a little more.
Come on, go ahead.
It says, in the middle of verse 9, it says, so Samuel went and laid down in his place.
Come on.
And the Lord came and stood and called as at other times.
Yep.
Samuel, Samuel. Then Samuel answered, speak, for thy servant heareth thee.
There we go. For your servant hears you. But he had to make his calling and election sure. That was work for him to do. So when you call, that's half the battle, man. Really, it's the beginning of the battle. Right? Because we don't know who chose it. So when you call, you got to answer this battle. It's a battle you got to do. You got something to do something. It's time to go to work. When Jonah was called, Jonah took flight, man. Nah, come on, bro. What are we doing here? He took flight, man. But he was chosen, so what? He had to what? Answer the call. He had to answer it, man. And do work. And he had to do work after the answer, which gets what? Solidifies you being chosen. Go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 9, verse 1. Wisdom hath builded her house.
Yeah, it had what?
Wisdom hath builded her house.
So when you call, you start to build a house. There's a tabernacle being raised up. Like your bowl, the different ways you actually start to transfer yourself into the ministry, change things. All right, that's a building of a house, right? You got sheetrock flooring. You got all different things that you're doing to what? Secure the house up. Go ahead.
She had hewn out her 7 pillars.
Right. To have those 7 pillars, that's the structure. That's the thing that actually ties you in. This is all in the calling, man. This is the support.
It actually attaches to the foundation.
To the
Foundation is
foundation.
already laid for you.
Come.
Right by the elder apostles. They came before you. Then you put the what you just said?
The
Sheetrock,
the pillars.
The pillars.
Yep.
The pillars does what?
The whole, yep.
Help hold up the other weights, the
Yep.
walls and everything.
But it has to be on the foundation. You can't build a pillar and it just sit right here. Like what do it gotta be into the foundation.
Foundation got to be solid.
And it gotta be solid. With that stone, come on. We the stones that's built with Yahweh shot. Yeah, the chief cornerstone. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 2, she had killed her beast.
Yup.
She had mingled her wine.
Go ahead.
She had also furnished her table.
Right, so this is the set of the calling of the elect, right? She killed her beast, she mingled her wine, which we all have that certain song, which going to that philosophy, those virgins, we all have the same calling. That's the thing about us as well. We all got the same call. We all got called to the same. All got that same invitation. It's not like you got a different invitation. The truth, yeah, the same penny. We're in one faith, one baptism, one son.
That's right.
Right? So now we all got the same invitation. So if you show me some other kind of invitation, they're like, nah, bro, this ain't it. This ain't it. Yeah. What you gonna tell you, buddy?
Verse 3, she had sent forth her maidens.
Yup.
She cried upon the highest places.
She cried upon the highest places of the cities, which we was found and called in that manner too. Whether you was out and about, the prophets what? Go to the top of the chief place of the concourse in the cities and speak and talk. Whether you saw them on YouTube, whatever, we was found in that week. All right, go ahead.
Verse 4, whoso is simple, let him turn in hither.
Uh-huh.
As for him that wanted understanding, she said to him.
Yeah, so when we were simple, we had to turn in what? Into being called. Samuel was being simple. He had got called 3 times, but he didn't understand. So now once we start to understand our calling, we can go towards what? Being chosen. All right, that's the only way. That's the only way we could turn into the elect. It's what we have to be called into it. All right, you can't skip the process. That's like Jake at the last minute, he done took off running and jumped and grabbed the arm of the chariot or held it at the bottom. And you can't do that, man.
It ain't gonna work like
It ain't gonna work like that. You're gonna have to went through some type of process, man. All right? The purging process of what? Coming into this thing, man. If you know the way that you've been called and you believe however it may be, you still gonna have to, there's a calling, bro. You may get called at the very last minute. But whatever that last minute is or that calling is, it's still gonna be a calling that you chose. It's just the way it is.
Still the same invitation.
Still the same invitation. That's more. Go ahead.
Verse 5, come eat of my bread.
Go ahead. Come eat of my bread. Go ahead.
Come eat of my bread and drink of the wine which I have mingled.
Yep. So that's the same, that furnishing of that table. That's that same table that David said to not let certain people get to, because they weren't worthy to be called into this thing, man. That's the same table we eat off. He's saying mingle the wine in the bread so my servants can eat. Now, when you think about it, which I wish I said, break of my bread of my body and drink the wine. This the same wine, man.
David also said, let that table be a snare.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. That same table was snap. You the water. That's what I trying to say. Salami. Read that again.
Verse 5, come eat of my bread,
Yeah.
drink of the wine,
Yeah.
which I have mingled.
Yeah. So this is a special invitation, unlike getting called by a pastor or some T.D. Jakes, like nah, brother, we got a whole different kind of call. The setting different, the people different, the spirit's different, everything different, right? The walk, all right, our talk, our inner faith, everything different from the pastors. Or the different men that saying, look, this is where the feast of the house of the Lord is at, man. It's completely different.
That shit bullshit.
And it's on the forefront that it's bullshit. Not diligent, they not instant in season, out of season. There's a lot of strikes against it. Go ahead, right?
See, because them pastors, all they do is pray on you.
That's it.
Negro got to David Mary.
They can get out.
Whatever house, whatever tribe they're from, a nation they're from, they just pray on you.
That's it.
Right? It's nothing but a whorehouse. Different daughter, actual whorehouse for the whole. That's all it is. Right? And all the pastors do, they sleep and pop the women all day. They pop the little boys too, man. See? All right, and these niggas is like literally getting rich off bullshit. Nobody's telling you or warning you about World War III. Nobody's warning and telling you about the prophecies of the Bible.
They actually call you. They call you to pull you back in the world.
Yeah, that's too.
They do call you. They call you to pull you back in the world.
Put that covering back over
They
you.
have to put that cover back over your house. That's a good point. You got it. You got it.
You know, these pastors. Like that, all that shit that went down with Eddie Long and shit. You so-called Negroes, y'all love them niggas, man. But no matter right or wrong.
Yup. For them.
Yeah, them niggas doing all sorts of shit in the church. You niggas just turn a blind eye. Right? Turn a blind eye to shit, man. Same shit with T.D. Jakes. What the fuck T.D. Jakes Going to the Diddy party, man.
Hey, I just came from my milk, bro. He's
Yeah, very lurid.
Hey,
Yeah, the illuminator,
the Illuminator.
yeah. Not back to the future, but back to the Lou.
The Illuminator.
Niggas sick, man. And you got the passage. Like I said, you got the passage there with that shit, man. Government official, politicians with this shit, man. But that's what this society price. It ain't just him, it's the guy that lives in the street up there. That nigga's far too, man. So you get mad at us as the teachers because we point that shit out. You speak upon it, man. That's why, come on, man, y'all call y'all say, God is love. The man was all love, then why y'all keep the man that was love? Don't point the finger at the shit that y'all was doing, man. Calling that shit out, man. Nobody wants to be called out. Especially in the arrogant, what you want to say, arrogant You get caught up in the arrogant position. Yeah,
They're just calling him out. He cut them.
yeah.
We said that, and I think John.
It's another book. They call you Howard Shah, a rebel, man.
Yeah, that's right.
He was a rebel to the Roman Empire, man. The high officials of the Edomite high officials of the government, even of our nation. He was cussing them niggas out too. See? So that's why they killed the man that was all love, right? He was calling shit out, just like we do, man. Call your shit out. You know, we speak about the prophecies of what's going on in the world.
That's right.
You get on you niggas too. And you niggas, you nigga women that ain't fucking right. You cuss your ass out too, man. But you hate that. Right? Because you want your deeds and your wickedness to be hidden and dumb, man. All right?
Go ahead, back. Saying about the false prophecies. This is 2 Peter 2.
Yeah, Lord gonna deal with you for a prophet.
Yes.
You niggas twist the scriptures. You niggas that sweating all fucking day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
I'm gonna kill you profusely. So it's gonna kill you, nigga.
Inside joke. Yeah,
You got there tell me it's 30 degrees outside. You sweating like you just got off Josephine Street. There's something wrong with a nigga like that, man. Teeth from 3 in the morning. You sweat.
Yo.
That's tell you right.
Yeah,
Teeth from 3 in the morning.
why it's 30 degrees out.
Yeah, chill, bro.
It says, 2 Peter 2:1. It says, but there were false prophets among the people.
Yep.
Even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies.
Yeah.
Even denying the Lord that brought them.
They got those guys in these times denying the Lord, man. They brought the Lord, they said brought them. You can't bring this stuff, Lord brought you in this. Well, not you, denying it, not you. It's you. You're greater than the Lord, man. Calling yourself the Lord, I said, come on here. I said, come on. I said, hey, come on up here. Come on up here, baby. Trip. Yeah,
It says, and bring
that's
upon
you
themselves.
version. I don't even want to say that. I don't even want to say that. Niggas said you got on King David.
King David.
You had that. All the niggas said that. Everybody King David. Go ahead.
Says, even deny the Lord that bought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction.
So that's what gonna happen to a lot of you false prophets, man. Swift destruction gonna come, man. We're gonna smoke a lot of you niggas off the bone, literally. Right? In the most vicious manner. Right? You're gonna pull up to the stop sign, look both ways, gonna turn that coma real slow, the tickets, and that Mack truck will hit you niggas, man. Yeah. Go ahead,
It says, and many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. They speak evil of us because we tell the truth. It says, and through covetousness,
I just tell the truth. Our ways, the way we govern ourselves, don't align up with what you niggas do, man. Contrary, yeah. One time they could work at the wall and don't even have a line, son. Yeah, son, nigga, deep ballers, he don't even fuck with that shit over there. Nigga too quiet for me.
I heard. Stupid shit out. I was nigga at my job talking about you go to the club, bro. Club Leviticus. Like, nigga, my fucking
Trying to find out, you know, something, Bible or something.
Yes.
Club Leviticus.
Nigga, that's a nigga, man. You gonna kill niggas like that in these last days, man. Nigga gonna be up there trying to get that last box, reaching it real high, and he forgot to have fucking 30-pound metal valve on top of that box. He gonna come and smash you niggas, man. And I said, we don't feel sorry for you niggas, family members either. All right? You niggas you family members, you the worst niggas, man.
That's right.
Here you go, baby. I fixed you a plate. And then meanwhile, all the shit at the top, lawful, but the shit at the bottom, you know, you gotta check these niggas, man. You gotta check these family members, they be doing shit. I'm making DJ shit. I seen it, bro. Fucking shit, man. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, nigga tell you that, you don't eat chillin', or you got spinach with the, nigga, I don't know what the fuck these niggas, but niggas have spinach, a bowl of spinach with that little piece of ham, that bitch is
They cut
perfect squares. They ain't gonna eat that shit in your face. Bro, cuz. You know, fuck that shit, man. Oh, you got that cousin, he come around, you trying to blow weed and blow this shit, like, don't play with me, man.
Show me in the Bible where it say you can't see the boy.
Stupid niggas, man.
But you don't believe in the Bible.
Like, the Lord counting that shit against you, nigga, man.
It's an earth, son. Every green herb.
You back and you in the world, but you know the world teach. Nigga, I done had niggas that I know getting loaded, full of that shit, and just rob back the camp. Just rob back the camp.
Yeah.
It's like a relationship. The first time is not mine.
Yeah, you gonna die. Call you on the phone. Yeah, bro, I want to got you on speakerphone the whole time. That stupid ass question. But you go to your 18 house, them niggas in there, they trying to watch this fucking thing. Niggas know what is true, but they never scope it. Like, watch the video scope. Yeah. That bullshit. I can't see myself, man. That's that. Deep stressing. Stupid nigga. Go ahead.
So, and through covetousness shall they with vain words make merchandise of you.
Yeah, that go on one too, man. What's the card? Making merchandise of the nigga got a whole university, man.
Just his life lessons.
Yeah.
He knows life coach.
He was a life coach.
This teacher is like conduct, and teach you to live, relationship advice. It teach you wisdom, and like how to handle man. Like what is so much life coach?
Then they aim for you women.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to wear your hair wraps. Then next thing you know, you got to take your clothes off. That's what be next, man.
Your panties ain't got panties. Yeah. Panties ain't got panties. They gotta come off. So
I mean, I was skate those.
Take it off without. Go ahead.
it says,
Niggas wicked, man.
shall they with
Niggas, my bad, brother. Niggas all wicked, man.
Yeah.
Niggas, I'm talking about to the point, like they just extort this thing. They start this all the shirts and what it is, logos and all that shit. Brutes and the Hellcat. It's stupid ass shit, man.
the car,
Yeah, that wrestling shit.
the car with the fringes on.
Hey, he said, they got a Hebrew rap, but he will only do features for Israelites, and he was charging them $300.
Battle rap.
Hebrew extreme Russell. ATW.
Niggas stupid. And you niggas fall for that shit because you all in that old debate spirit. We ain't trying to debate with you niggas, man. We don't want nothing to do with you niggas. Go ahead.
It says, they would feign words, make merchandise of you, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not.
Yeah, they judgment's finna come.
Like this, so they don't care. What that's them doing? Oh, nigga playing game, brother. I'm trying to put it.
That's the Babylon Nights right there.
That's them.
Big
Boy,
ass
they got them on their chap.
Babylon Nights right there, man.
Right.
We gotta go, man.
Yeah.
I want.
Yeah, nigga putting fringe on his beard with beads.
Oh, I'm about to say
He was so serious. Look on his camera. His face, he was like, yeah.
man, like, hey, hell.
Yeah, really bad.
I see you.
You niggas gotta stop, man. Either you want to stop you niggas.
Brother,
Get back there. What the problems is, what they want. Yes, yo, something about the,
See, I don't be trying to watch all that shit.
yeah, she going on.
Teaching all the other block, all that shit stop. See, that shit stop. Just,
Yeah. I ain't no prophetesses in the cult.
yeah. It's, hey, man, we've seen that shit so many times. That shit come and go, man. Cause hey, these are my favorite months. That's when guys first come in. I want to see how serious you is when it gets fucking brick cold out here and your toes and stuff, man.
Yes.
Hey, you can't. The page says,
Yes.
just sitting still. You like this. Come on, man.
Right, you gotta count the cost.
You gotta count the cost, man. Go ahead.
Whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not.
Lingering that. It's not far off. Your judgment is right there, man. Imminent. Go ahead.
And their damnation slumbereth not.
Yup. Man. You niggas that you wish home with the prophets, you really are a prophet killer, man. You really hope to kill us if you can. You know? You niggas that, you didn't did all type of shit to the men of the Lord. Well, like I said, family,
That's right.
people in the world, they call the police on us, all type of shit. Got us fired on the job, fired. You know, they done all type of shit, man. The Lord's watching that shit the whole time. There's no enchantment against Jacob, man. You can't do that time. Man, we had that shit. Nigga, they pull the guns out on them, talk shit, all type of shit, man. Look, nobody, hey, man, you notice, ever since we really don't give a fuck about the block no more, like, truly.
Brother, be down there and don't be down.
Yeah, the Lord is turned, like, fucking, everybody started to score something.
You know, we got a fight with the two bald heads with either way. One punch. One punch.
I'm not good at that.
The next block.
Knock the mic out of the.
I think that was him. I wanted to hear. See that fight? That was him. That was him. That was him again. He got down. He with us. He with us. And he went.
Put a spirit on him.
But ever since the C-19, we went back in there. We really just like, man, fuck this place, man.
Yeah.
The Lord had turned the spirits up down there to where it's a battle zone. It's a war zone down there, man. Every other day, somebody gets shot, killed. They didn't.
But the art, yeah, he's so that. Well, so people got shot.
It's gonna bring that shit.
My nephew, my brother's son who got killed. Yes, brother just got killed. But that's his brother. Yeah. And he walked past the camp. But his brother just got killed. Yeah, his brother. Which, yeah, I read, I'm with prayers in the midst of the party.
Hey, man, shit happening, man. Shit's happening on a large scale. Go ahead, have a point, right? Go ahead, do the point. I got you.
This Deuteronomy 13:1. It says, if there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, and giveth thee a sign or a wonder, and that sign or that wonder come to pass whereof he spake unto thee, saying, let us go after other gods which thou hast not known, and let us serve them. Thou shalt not hearken into the words of that prophet or that dreamer of dreams. Because most of the time, like the brother said, these are the men that set up. They just set up to air you off. All right, but they come all in the stairs of prophets though.
Yeah.
Oh, and then they come in the. They got the book out.
Yeah.
And you know, whatever they using it for their own good. But they coming in the stand of I'm the man of the Lord.
Yeah.
So what's the man of the Lord? A prophet,
That's it.
right?
Idols be funny too, man.
Serving other gods.
Different ideas of getting money. And you simpletons out there, you fall for that shit, man. Right?
I got
That word preacher in the New Testament.
it's prophet. Yeah. It's prophet. Yeah. It says, for Yahweh your power proveth you to know whether ye love Yahweh with all your heart. What's like? Yahweh your power proveth you to know whether ye love Yahweh your God with all your heart and with all your soul. So he proveth you, right? So he that it says in 2 Corinthians, I believe 1:20, that he that established you with us is Yahweh Shai through him. He that established you is Yahweh Shai, which that's who proves us, right? So we're proven of the Lord to be a prophet, then chosen to what? Or commanded to go out and speak and teach the people, all in the name of the Lord. We can't come with our own heart, brother. We can't come and tell the people, we need you to do this, sister. Or brother, we got to come and say what thus says the Lord. And we can't build from it. You know, so that's why he said he proved you, right? So he the one that establishes. You got it out. That's out of the book of Titus, chapter 1 and verse 10, and you read, for there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially of the circumcision, whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not.
Yeah.
For filthy lucre's sake.
Yeah. Well, some dudes just because they just bugged out, man. They're just teaching all type of wayward doctrines, man.
Crazy shit.
Yeah.
People follow that shit.
Yeah. You watch them do crazy.
People follow
Like I
that.
said, we already know. Let me see. For YouTube, like right now, YouTube got us on there for 6. These niggas be having 200 people on there. Like the nigga, like the one cat, he sits in his living room,
Screaming how
screaming hollow with some dreads, 4 dreads in here, 4 white dreads in here.
1,000 people in that.
Stand up.
1,000 people just watching. Look,
Polo tied off.
like this.
Like,
He's sitting there like a boy. He's an elder, so he played on the movie with Loki and them.
The door.
Yeah, I love that shit. Hey, both antics, the gimmicks in the costume. Everybody, y'all see I put the what is I put it up for like text in this. I put the word I think LARP.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah, live action role play.
Yeah. That's what these niggas doing, man.
yeah. They playing proper.
Real time. Somebody go back in front of that. Keep it definition.
Live action role play.
Yeah, live action role playing, man. That's what these niggas are doing.
They subverting whole houses too. Yes. Which whole houses could go into what? Church houses, organizations, people, and they just going into a full, full people right there. Like, nah, it's going to fucking people, man. Like the brother said, that's houses. You know, go ahead, you gotta go. One more verse for you. It's Titus 1:12, and it reads, one of themselves, even a prophet of their own, said, the Christians are always liars, evil beasts, and slow bellies. That's my fun right there. It's slow belly.
There's a lot of slow bellies,
Evil beasts and slow bellies. I got it right. It's that word slow belly. I'm gonna go. Let's see, that's slow. Because it's two words. In beats, man. Not teaching our people life, man. Yeah, this slow belly, well, slow, but they are 2 different words, but it's G 692 Argos, and it says lazy,
Yeah, lazy.
shunning the labor which one ought to perform.
Free from laser at least. So
Yeah,
they
and
using their leisure time to what? For gimmicks and bring this here when the Lord said what to do in your leisure time.
Yeah.
And be laborers, hate not laborers work. They don't want people don't want you, they'll work.
Yeah.
So why they gonna teach you to work in the law?
It say,
Niggas sit down just driving around. Fucking car.
Getting big.
Somebody gave him.
Yeah.
Getting $5, $10. Nigga from Wisconsin gave him money. Nigga from Hawaii gave you money. Nigga, come on, man. You still big. You still big.
Yes, sir.
You know for nothing.
With a big Coca-Cola.
it's a inactive, unemployed.
Unemployed. Hell, the niggas unemployed, brother.
That's right.
Unemployed the spirit. Unemployed.
Barren,
Lazy,
useless,
Yeah.
barren,
idle,
unfruitful.
right, man.
Slow. Yes, brother.
What he like?
Huh?
Slow.
No, but they- Yeah.
All the time. What is you doing, bro? They just doing shit just to be doing
That's a
it.
slow belly with a job.
Yes, I know. This is LARPing, live action role playing. LAR.
Lark, yeah, Lark. That's what a lot of you dudes doing. You larking. Go ahead.
LARPing is a character-driven type of gameplay that is conducted in the physical world, playing games.
And they hypocrites, right? They acts.
Yeah.
For the most part, yeah, that's the same fucking line. Go ahead.
It says LARPing combines elements of improvisational acting, all right, pervasive gameplay, cosplay, which is costume play. People put on costume play.
Constantly, I can't come on.
In the Lord said.
Yeah.
That's a show. That's
Real nigga
full
university.
gladiator movie.
In the Lord said. Come and stop. This is stupid shit, man.
I'll smite you.
Come on, man. Like, that shit, Game of Thrones and shit, man.
Yes, yes.
Shit crazy.
Thank you, goddamn Targaryen.
Yeah, you got all the prop pictures, all the posts and shit. Except the world,
In his hand.
the world in his hand. He on the goddamn parts and shit. What the heck?
On the dragon, nigga on the dragon.
With a gold breastplate on.
They had a picture. He was on a horse, samurai outfit on. Yeah, that's
Come on.
Take on the beast Moses.
Got to be starting that more. Yeah.
whose mouths must be
Shut
shut.
up. Put it in on Hebrew. Bring your over, sir.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 15. Read letter Yahushua. Beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves.
The sheep has, like, we always see, you ever seen that same picture of that, you got that little wolf face?
Yeah.
With the whole sheep? You gotta put on an act, man. You gotta put on a whole, emulate, become a character, man. Some of you niggas, so much, you get in character that you live that character. Like, you become that shit, man. You can't turn it off. All right? Go ahead.
Beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves.
Yeah, that's a lot of these niggas. They're ravening wolves, man. All they seeking to do is devour your ass, man.
Eat the sheep.
Yeah. Eat the sheep. They don't give a damn. All right? They're all for profit gain, man. They're all about heads. It's as much heads they can possibly get is the better. Because they bring in money. Right? That's why a lot of these dudes like to bring in the women, because the women control the men too. You get them positions and roles to win, man.
You just gotta get the woman, the men to follow.
Yeah.
Technically. And the woman's simple. It says, he what? Said,
And catch it.
let him get it. When Billy Wayne gets
Late.
Late opposite.
come on, right?
Go ahead. You got a little more, right? That's all is busybodies, man. You know? Go ahead, you wanna put that?
This is Zechariah 11, I'll read 16, 17. For lo, I will raise up a shepherd of the land, which shall not visit those that be cut off, neither shall seek the young one, nor heal that is broken, nor feed that standeth still, but he shall eat the flesh of the fat and tear their claws in pieces. And brothers were saying, these prophets really, these false prophets really bring you back into the world. In Ezekiel 37, what's it talking about? The dry bones get the flesh and the sinew and life in them. But what? They're tearing the flesh and the fat, making you dry bones again.
Yeah.
Verse 17.
Well, that one scripture in Matthew say, make it more 10 times more than the child. 10 times.
I was thinking about that scripture, child of hell.
And you get
twice.
you see some of these guys, they were one way, and then you give them 5-6 months, they're pure niggers, man.
Niggas.
Yeah, I done went down the streets where y'all go ahead and put an insect and shit. I done ran across some wave real guys out there bringing out, man. Them niggas look like, bro, you can see the weed smoke is man.
Like a crazy shit.
Yeah, man.
Like on Call of Duty, when them niggas run past, you can see the smoke coming from them niggas.
It is all bullshit. Everything, guns on the block. They got a big ass white priest.
Yeah.
With the whole, it's like
The host, then they got that bitch in the host. It be the host that how quick is something.
man.
And they be reading the scriptures like this. They pull the Bible up like
Yeah.
a Sunday.
Yeah.
Reading
Yeah. Give it, man. Oh, bullshit. And like I say, I be.
With a microphone.
I'm gonna get y'all watch. I know where that's at too. Show you how Jake beat. Tripping, man. Gimmicks and shit. Bulletproof vest on the block, man.
That's a Star of David on the front.
Yeah.
Front kid.
Shirts, Hebrew extremists and shit. Like, come on, man, you niggas asking for it, man.
Y'all saw that video when I forget what camp it was. They called the nigga woman over there. She
Oh, yeah.
and putting the eye. But he like ordered to him. He would provide. Come over here, sister, and say that. Man, they came over there with that on too. She was over naked down there. They was basically fucking why call them over there? Man, it was kicking the sign down, but it was kicking. I was calling you bitches. Bitches, they was fighting. He was slapping. Bunch of them, no, they was fighting and shit. Like, I'm like, they ain't won't stop, bro. But what are you doing? That's the end dogs. Don't got no clothes on. Come over here and say that, sister. They had the microphone. Why you saying it over there, sister? Come over here, man.
No, man, that shit get on my
They try to use Acts 8 with the Ethiopian eunuch.
Yeah.
And they go stupid because the Ethiopian eunuch was already inquiring about the scriptures, actually trying to find.
That was the Israelite that wanted to know, like, because he when he would believe, and then you got to understand the scriptures from that. That's spiritual.
Exactly.
You know, they use that as an Ethiopian eunuch, but
yeah, that nigga don't know what they're talking
if he about to understand the scriptures, then he could be what? Israel.
But he don't know the scriptures.
He don't know the scriptures. He said, "How can I?" Let's, yeah,
You know, here, man,
but whatever.
that was it.
One more. This is going to be the ultimate fate. Verse 17. Woe to the idle shepherd that leaveth the flock. The sword shall be upon his arm and upon his right eye. His arm shall be clean dried up, and his right eye shall be utterly darkened. So the sword's going to be on you, and what? Your eye's going to be darkened. Zechariah 13, you will no longer have those rough garments to see. You're going to be fully exposed out here. And a lot of these people you let astray are going to come looking for your neck.
Yeah, that's right.
But ultimately, Yahweh Shai is gunning for you.
Right. That was it. And so with that, man, we gonna get out of here, man. We're gonna hope, pray that this lesson was edifying to the point. We're gonna give all praise, glory, and honor. Once again, the honor to the elder apostle GMS. Peace, blessing, and salutations. Once again to the hopeful elect. Till next time. Shalom.
Shalom.
Bob. Bless y'all.
That's right.
Temperature. drop, man.
Yeah.